be having it online on Friday. So it depends. No? But Nicole, let's say for example, we didn't have exam next week. We still have meeting uh, the following week,
Yes po,
or
hanggang July 30 po tayo.
okay. July 3rd, katapusan. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen and okay. So we will continue our discussion with regards to uh, we discuss about abstract class, abstract method, and what else?
The pillars of OOP po, sir.
Yeah, and then the interface. Okay, yeah, the four pillars. Okay, so you have an idea of what is it that we're talking about in OOP? What are the important definition or terminologies in OOP? You also have an idea that the terminologies that we have discussed or the pillars that we have discussed, no, we have already we have already talked about it, no? Okay, most of it, no? Or all of it. Okay, so what we're going to do is discuss about anonymous inner class, no? Okay, so what is an anonymous inner class, no? Okay, anyone who has an idea of what an anonymous inner class is? uh Okay. I create a program earlier. Okay, not yet. Hmm. Okay, JM, what is an anonymous inner class?
Based on past
What you have Googled?
what I what I read po,
Hmm.
my perspective, anonymous inner class is a class that we can define or instantiate without declaring a name inside the class. Some sort of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. But who else? So basically, yes, Nicole.
Based on Google din po, sir, an anonymous inner class is used when we need to create a class that will only be used once, and often they are used to implement interfaces or to override methods po in a class.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with both your answers. No, anyone else before we discuss it? Okay. So I'm just going to call this one anonymous.job. Okay. Why did I erase it? Anonymous. Let's make it okay. So an anonymous class is a class with no name. But in uh, in our example here, it has a name. Don't ask me why, but okay, let's see. Hmm, So let's say I'm going to create a class called. So I'm thinking of creating another class, but you know me, no? If you know me, I'm going to create a class related to robots, no? So for just for now, I'm going to be boring, no? Okay, and then here in our animal class, I'm just going to create uh, make sound. Okay, okay. Animal make sound. And then this is just going to make a sound arf arf. Okay. What do you mean by local inner class, JI?
Method local inner class po kasi is can be instantiate within a method where inner class is defined po. Parang narinig ko na po siya dati. And sabi ko po baka same sila.
Meth. Ah, please rewind. It is what is a local inner class again? It's like database, no? My mind is, inner. My mind is locked in on joins when you say inner class, no? I'm sorry, Come again, JM. Please repeat that.
Yung method inner class po is can be defined or instantiated only within method where the inner class is defined po.
Mm,
Since yung
unfortunately, you don't have an example, no? Could you give an example?
wait sir, hanapin ko po yung notes ko.
I'm just intrigued by inner class, local inner class. No? But in my mind right now, I'm thinking about joins. No? The left inner join, the right inner join, the inner join, and then the nonsensical outer join. No? So anyway, while JM is searching for his notes, yeah, okay, let's create a so essentially an anonymous inner class is a class with no name. Okay, and then of course, as what Nicole has said earlier, no, you will override certain methods. Okay, okay. So I'm just going to create a class called an object called, let's say, Uh, big boy. Okay. And then, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. So if we compile this one and run it, ah, I forgot. Sorry. So this is just a ah, okay. So if I'm going to I should remove okay. And then let's okay, no problem. Now as what the name implies, now it has a class with no name, although I disagree with it because it has a name. And then you're going to override certain methods na, and it can be used. Normally, it's going to be used only once. Na? Right, Nicole? That is what you have said earlier, right?
Yes po.
Okay, that's correct. Na? Okay. So let's say, for example, I'm going to create another class in Fast Dog. Na? Okay. I'm going to call this, let's see, Spark. Okay. Okay. And then, much like with our GUI, okay, we're going to override the make sound, okay, in Spark. Okay. So, and then this is going to be public void and then make sound. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to override the make sound. No? So instead of arf arf, we're going to change it to no, not meow. No? Okay, it's going to be weird. So okay, so this one is an example of an anonymous inner class, no? Or a class with no name. Okay. So it's this is different. Have you tried this in Java? You have defined
Yes po, sir. I run it.
So you ran it and then
It
okay.
printed this method is in inner and the num 4090 po.
Class method. Okay. The implementation is similar, although yeah, it's similar. However, we did not we have print here. My method. I have a my method, and then inside the my method, you have a class. Okay, and then hmm, and then print. Then we have the apps method, and then author my method. We're going to call the my method, and then the my method. What is the output of this one?
The output po is this method is in inner class. Tapos, and then there's a number for
You okay? You have created an object inside, and then you okay. It's different, but did it say in your notes what's the purpose of this one?
I forgot, sir, because it's around 2 years ago.
2 years ago? And this was a tutorial of some sort.
Yes, sir.
It's a very complicated tutorial. No? Okay. Uh, okay. Since you said it's working, then it's going to work. No. Okay. So it's more like this one, but I have created the class outside the um, anonymous class. No? Okay. And then it's different because you created another class inside the method. No? Okay. The purpose here is overriding certain methods. No? Okay. Although I have given one example, a make sound. No? You can create, let's say, for example, this class has several methods, and then you would override certain methods or all of the methods. No? Okay, so you can do this. No? Okay, you can. Its use is, of course, no. If you want to create a certain object based from a class, and you want to what's this Im- implement something, no? Or change or override something, no? You can do it, no? Okay, with the use of the anonymous inner class, no? Okay, I'm you know in tutorials or something, no? Okay, in textbook, just refers to it as a class with no name, no? Okay, that's why I've been perplexed with all this time. Okay, why is it called a class with no name, whereas we're referring to this object is based from this class, no? Okay, and this class has a name, no? Okay, and probably, no? Okay, because I don't know what I will say to you will make no sense at all. No? Okay. Most probably, uh, this one was called class with no name because you're just overriding. No? It's not the original, the inside of it. No? The what the actions of this class will be overridden. No? Okay, and you will override it, no? Because you're just going to use it um, for one special occasion. No? Okay, make sense? Or is it confusing?
Sort of confusing po, sir.
Mm, yeah. Uh, well, just think of it this way, no? You want to override certain methods inside a class, no? Okay. And the way to do it is, of course, you want to change behavior, no? Okay. Uh, anonymous inner class is most probably part of polymorphism, no? Okay. So you're going to change a certain behavior, no? Okay. And what you're going to do, and you're just going to do it uh, on a particular occasion, no? Or once, no? Okay. What you're going to do is, of course, make use of an anonymous inner class. Okay. Class, does it make sense before we proceed with my next discussion? Do you have any questions with regards to anonymous inner class?
None so
Yeah.
far po, sir.
How about the others? Okay. So, like you, I'm still confused with the definition of anonymous inner class, wherein it's a class with no name. No? Okay. That is, that is, of course, I don't get it. No. Okay. Maybe on the next semester, no, when I teach another sem of Java, I will get the anonymous inner class on why it's being called a class with no name. No? Okay, but of course, the way you implement it is, yeah, the other definition wherein you're just going to use it on a special occasion or once. No, you're going to change the behavior. So remember, when we're changing behavior, no, that's called polymorphism, no, of certain methods inside the class. No? Okay, then you can use anonymous inner class. No? Okay, because you've gone through the trouble of, so if this is the structure, no? Okay, this is an example structure of an anonymous inner class. So if you are, let's say, reviewing code, no, and you have seen this, you know already, this is an anonymous inner class, no, because it's changing the behavior of a certain uh, object based from a class. Na? Okay. 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 So I'm going to save this one, and we're going to discuss record. Na? Okay. Record. Uh, if let's say we don't have exam on Tuesday, I'm just going to discuss. But of course, no, your exam, the coverage of your exam will be within the syllabus. Okay. So whatever is in the syllabus, whatever we have discussed outside the syllabus will not be covered. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Do I have the person here? I do. Mhm. Okay. So we're going to talk about record here, no? And mm, Let's see. And then what we're going to do is, of course, now create a mm, I'm just going to call it records, no? So that wait. Um, the in database, uh, I'm just going to call it row. No? Okay, it's called row in database. No? But on others, it's called a record. No? Okay, sometimes it's called a tuple or tuple. No? Okay, so I'm going to create a class here called employee uh, record. Ah, okay. And then in the employee record, we have certain properties. Let's say, for example, this one will be the ID. Yeah? Um, just going to call it emp ID for the employee code. And then the private, fine, you know already the access modifier private. No? Okay. And then, of course, the final is it's not going to change. No? Once we create a record, no? Employee record, no? An object based from the employee record. No? Okay. The properties will not change. Okay, let's see. And then emp name. Okay, I'm just going to call it like this one. Very simple. Okay, because it's going to be long. Okay, and then we have record, the constructor. So it's going to accept, you know this already, know what I'm talking about. Uh, and code, and then name. Okay, and then ID code, and then name. Okay, and then we have the getters. Okay. So this is going to be public um, get string. Okay, then get emp ID. Okay, I'm going to copy this one. And then it's just going to return this emp ID. Okay. And then we have the get emp name. Okay. And then again, it's just going to return. There's no setter because it's final. No? Okay. I've modified our person class. Okay. It's not going to, let's say when you define a certain properties, now we cannot modify that property anymore. No? Okay. Okay. And then let's change the implementation of the two string. So we have the so it's just going to return return and then ID. Okay. And then this one is this emp ID. Okay. Oops. And then we have the name. Okay. That's it. I'm not going to include any more the others, no? There's a hash code and then there's the equals, no? Okay. In the implementation, you can just look it up, no? Okay. There's a hash code, no? Okay. I'm just going to write it, no? But I'm going to comment it out, no? Okay. So most developers just ignore it, no? Okay. Hash code. And then it's just going to return we have the and then the and then we have another and this one is just going to call it O. Okay. So this is long. No? I'm not going to write it anymore. Okay. We're going to make an error if we uncomment it out. No? Okay. So let's see. We have the main program here. Then we're going to instantiate an object. Uh, Employee record, and then emp1 record. And then we have, let's say, um, E00 EM, oh, okay, EM 5005321. And then we have, let's see, Gilbert. Okay. And then we're just going to okay. Let's file it first. Ah, I forgot. There should be an emp name. What's the error? Return emp name. Okay, what I will do is, okay. Okay. Row, sure enough. Okay. This prints out the employee name. No? Okay. Here, I did not specify toString, although you can. No? You can do this. But it's not needed anymore, no? Because every class has a toString. No? You just change the eliminate any kind of interruption when watching. Okay, I'm not watching any movie right now. Okay, not now. Uh, we've just updated our the license of our Bitdefender antivirus. So anyway, when I do this, now it's already implied, right? Just to demonstrate. No? Okay. So this is optional. No? Okay. We just changed the implementation. You now know why there's an override. No? Okay. Okay. So how many lines of code is this one? If I select it, will okay. How many lines? Roughly, if you're going to include the implementation of the equals, it's going to be roughly 40 lines of code for this one. Okay, and you already know this. Okay, we discussed this on our first meetings. Okay, now there's another. Instead of defining this one, okay, what we're going to do is just create. I don't know if this will, I'm just going to remove the class. Okay. What's this? Okay. And then I'm just going to call this emp row. Okay. And then the emp row includes the string, okay, emp ID, and then the string emp name. Okay. And then that's it. And then let's create it. And 2. Employee row. Okay. And then let's say uh, PM 8008 310. Then we have ah 10 minutes, Nicole. I'm going to switch on the new
15,
link.
15 minutes
15.
po.
Okay, I think I'm going to switch on the second link that you gave, no? Okay, so that we will not be interrupted. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to log out of this, no? And I'm going to switch on our new link. Okay, I'll see you in a moment. to be employee, I'm just going to change it empro, okay? So that you're not going to be confused. Okay, so instead of employee row, I'm just going to call it empro, okay? Okay. Then let's compile it. Okay. Okay, what just happened? Ah, class, are you surprised? Class? Huh? Are you guys surprised? All of this, okay, all of this is just this one. If we're going to use a record, okay? So a record, it's not a class, no? But so instead of a class, you will use a. I forgot the uh, Nicole knows that. Okay, I just escaped from a meeting. No? Okay, a record is so instead of a class, we're going to use a record. No, it's like enum. No, I did not discuss enum. No, but it's a collection. No? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. No? Please Google it. No? Okay, so we have class. We have also record. No? Okay, we also have enum. Sometimes it's called enum. Okay, and all of the things that we defined here, okay, is already built in the record. Okay, we're going to use the record. Let's Google it, shall we? Record. And special purpose class. Okay, let's see. The official Oracle. This is the official Java, no? Record classes. Record classes. Okay, so it's a class. Okay. So it's a class wherein, okay, JM, how old are you? Okay. So anyway, oh, you're still a kid. No? Okay. So anyway, um, so instead of the tedious defining this as defining all of this, defining setters, there's no setter. No? Okay, we did not define the setter because this is final, no? Private final. Okay, it cannot be changed. No? Okay, and as you know, record class, no, is immutable. It cannot be changed. No? Okay, so instead of typing all of this, you just type this. Okay, and then here, okay, you just type in the columns no, inside that particular class, which is a record. No? Okay, so again, a record is a special class. No? Okay, it takes care of all of it. No? Okay, takes care of creating the constructor for you. All you have to do is specify the columns involved. Huh? Okay, and then we just did this. Okay, there's also a toString. Okay, as you can see. Okay, we can change the implementation by using the override. No? Override it. No? Okay, so this is the toString. We can also, okay, let's say for example, okay, Okay. And then name. Okay. So instead of using name, okay, we just specify the, instead of using get, okay, you just specify the name of the column. No? Okay. So and two, that's what did I do? str emp name. Okay. Is it str emp name? Yeah. Okay. And then let's see. I just reversed it. No? We just specify the name of the column that we have defined here. So there's no get. Okay. So let's see. Let's compile it again. Okay. There's no space. Okay. Let's try it again. And I'm going to remove one carriage return or new line. Java Pro. Okay. So this is the record class is not usually discussed, but it's useful. Yeah? Okay. So instead of doing this, well, you know already how to do this. No? You know already the fundamentals of creating setters and getters. No? Okay. But however, there's no setter here. No? Okay. Because everything is final. No? You cannot all, well, you can define attributes here. Just make sure that it's going to be final. No? So let's say private final. Okay. And then whatever. No? So let's say, okay, you can define it. No? However, if you're going to do this, then just include that here inside the, okay, structure. No? You're defining the structure here. So we have the record special class and then the name of our class and then the structure. Okay. Questions, class? So again, all of the things that we defined here, okay, you don't have to. No? You just create a record class. Okay, then everything will be created for you. Okay, like this one. Okay, so any questions? I'm going, most probably, if we're not going to have our exam on Tuesday, I'm just going to discuss the last one, no, which is date and time. No? Okay. For now, you don't, well, I'm just going to explain it. No? Most probably that will be it. No? So we're going to meet. You still have face-to-face class on Tuesday after my class or no more?
Meron po reporting po.
Come again? Report?
Online reporting po.
Online reporting?
Opo. Naalala niyo po sir yung nagpa-exam last time. May reporting pa po kami sa kanya.
Ah, report. Wow. Why are you reporting? Anyway, it's not my. Okay, again, it's not my business to meddle in. No? Okay. No comment. But you still have to meet the professor face to face, or no more. You
It
have to.
is online po, sir.
So it's online. You have face to face class after mine on the same day.
No po. None.
No.
Ay, before po yes, pero after wala na po.
Okay. Okay. Because I might dismiss you again early because it's just date and time. No? Okay. I'm not going to discuss any more multi-threading because, I'm not going to discuss it now because we have already, already the essence of multi-threading when we have this, when we discuss GUI. Okay. Am I right? Or am I right?
Yes
Or
po,
am
sir.
I right? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to post the two programs here so that you can study it. No? Okay. Most probably it's not going to be included on our exam. I'm still going to speak with Nicole later, no? So that most probably I'm going to go with that premise on discussion on Tuesday. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Okay, because if we're going to have our exam. No, I would have to make certain that all the computers there are working. Okay, are all the computers there working? Because we have batch 1 and batch 2. Okay, everybody must have uh, a computer, no? Because it's going to be programming, of course. And what do you think, Cole? If we have two batches, no? Okay,
I think sir,
is it
online exam.
okay? We'll talk later. No? We'll talk later. So anyway, if you have no more questions, no, I hope you learned something today with regards to our discussion. And thank you very much for attending. I'll see you guys on. Oh, we still have Friday, right? I forgot. Okay, still have Friday. So yeah. So I'll see you on Friday. Huh? Okay. Thank you.
See you, sir.
Thank you sir.
you, sir.
See you,
Thank you, sir. Ingat po.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir. We love you po,
sir.
sir. Mahal na mahal ka namin talaga, sir.
Sir,
Bye-bye po.
gusto niya gusto niya na
Bakit malungkot ang beshi ko?
Same. Okay. Bye bye.